blue goose bites for the cheeks, and for the thorax cover it's got pearl. Very unusual colour, but it works extremely well. Certainly worth having in your box when nothing else is working. Try this one. Anyway, start to this one off. Now the hook I'm going to be using is Kamasan B110 size 10 into the vise. Thread is UTC, it's the 140 in black. I'm going to use some goose bites dyed blue. For the thorax cover I'm going to be using number 12 Pearl Uni or Uni Mylar. So what we do, start to dye the hook. I run the thread down to say the length of the thorax, and then I trim away the waist. And as I said, for the rib's going to be a blue holographic. Now I've taken this from just a rainbow flashaboo. This is holographic. I've just taken one of these out, obviously in blue, so they could use it. We simply start by tying that one first and winding down, forming the body using the thread. Come back up, touching turns, really till you're in line with the point of the hook, which is about, say there. Bring your rib up through, all the way up, space it out, across the thread and catch it on. What I do here now is just run the thread right down towards the eye, keeping everything nice and even so that it makes a better shape. A couple of turns back down, and then the way back down I'll tie in the thorax cover. Simply lie it on the top, just touching turns, run your thread down, have a wee look to see where it's sitting to that point there. Now your goose bites, the way I do it is simply bring two out 90 degrees from the actual stalk itself, and you'll see them, the tips will line up. Tear it off, just offer them on the side. I like them to curve away from the hook shank. The natural curve on the goose bites, and as you can see, they're curving away from the hook itself, and that means you've actually tied them in the way I like, but they sit better. And it's just a matter of running the thread down, tying this in, building up your thorax, using the thread obviously, just keep going to get a nice shape. At that point there. Now what I do here is bring the goose bites, both goose bites towards the eye, and notice the loose turn just over the top. Okay, do you see how they're sitting? Now if you look, they're nice and tight and close to the thorax. See how the goose bites cross one another, the crisscross? That's them sitting nice. And then what I do is bring over the thorax cover, bring the thread over, tie it down, get a wee stretch. Now you've got to remember, you're making a buzzer, you can easily overbuild the fly. Now this may look strange, but it works extremely well. Just pull this back, nice and tight. Go back a wee bit here, nice and tight. It's got to be tight. Just run it back up like a head, like you were building up a head. Keep the thread very tight. You can actually tear off the goose bites. You must keep the thread tight to do that though. And then get straight in and whip finish, and the way back down. Okay. Trim away your thread. the edge of your scissors, just catch the very edge of the mylar or your pearl tinsel, and it tears off. And really, that's the fly complete in a way. Now all we have to do, we can super glue then varnish, which I do a lot. In this case I'm just going to use varnish just to let you see it shining at its best, as I say. Just I'm using a brush here to apply the varnish all the way around. Just if you can, turn your vise. You can use a needle if you want to put the varnish on, it's up to yourself, but I find using the brush means I can, if I've got excess varnish, I can take it off. Just double check I've got everywhere. That looks fine. That's a single coat just now, but I would probably do it another twice at the most, maybe another once, just depending how it dries. It'd last much longer and it's much shinier. But anyway, that's your